Previously on Flashback.
And a couple of people that are at the board, they finally got there. They see these jobs going, they're like, dude! Welcome to Southeast Pass.
What did they take your other sheep, young man?
Probably up to the old mines. That's where they all live.
We're going to the mines right now. We gotta rest.
But you could absolutely get it in this minecart.
I have no bubbles, so I'm okay with this.
I have a bubble against you.
The minecart is finally starting to go, and you're starting to pick up a little bit of speed. And the screeching is met with thousands of tiny chirps.
I am casting minor illusion. I will make it look like the cart's empty.
And
This
when
might be a bad time to mention, but I get motion sick.
Oh my gosh, son of a bitch.
it starts to slow as it comes into this gaping cavern. This might be the nursery. Your minecart slides to a stop in the middle of the cavern. You are surrounded by pseudo-dragons.
Okay, how big is this cavern? And how far, what's the farthest pseudo-dragon?
Let's see. I would say it's about 35 feet across and about 60 feet long.
Okay.
Hang on, let me finish.
Yeah,
let me
you finish and then I'll ask.
So it has a low ceiling, and it doesn't have as many pseudo-dragons up top. There are a few adults that are keeping an eye on the babies that are on the floor. And there's like a clutch here, a clutch here, a clutch here. And there is one right next to your cart. With a single egg.
I'm going to bite their little heads off.
Oh my gosh.
I can actually do that. I'm a Tarfelin.
Shamu, no.
Shamu, calm down.
Have we stopped yet?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, the range on this is 30 feet. Does that mean that's how big this illusion can get?
Let me see. No, it's just within range.
Okay. So
Right now it looks like an empty... Is it empty minecart or is it filled with coal?
I filled it with coal because that'd be an easier illusion to maintain.
Okay.
Since we're shutting out of
So
it.
you have coal on top of you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I do have a sleep spell.
Okay.
I think that would be the best way to
A
proceed.
mass sleep spell?
It is just sleep. It sends creatures into a magical slumber. You roll a 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 200 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
So that sounds like it's everybody.
It ignores unconscious creatures.
Okay.
The question is, what are these creatures like sleeping themselves?
Some of them are, but there are like guards. Like, keeping an eye on the babies, make sure they don't fall off a cliff.
Okay.
To make sure they're not stupid.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Like, where does it look like we need to head?
I'm gonna do, since this has, how long has it been?
That descent probably took about 10 seconds.
Okay, so this is still got a lot of
Yeah.
duration.
Okay, good.
Then, since I don't have to concentrate with it, I'm gonna do a perception check because I have dark vision, so I can see in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna see any traces of the dark dragons or any openings anywhere that we didn't come from.
Okay.
That would be, where's my perception? So 18.
Okay, and you're looking for ways out and
Any signs of the golden dragon?
of the Golden Dragon Caravan. Okay. Yes. There are a few skeletons
Good.
that have tatters of clothing on them. You can see the gold. Or no, actually, dark vision is in black and white, isn't it? So you can see there's tatters of clothes on them. You can also see a sheep skeleton off in the corner.
Well, goodbye, Fluffy.
No, Fluffy's fine.
I mean, Cloud.
That was probably Cloud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was probably
probably
Cloud.
And so you can see the way you came, and then the minecart track continues on into the tunnel.
Okay. So the cart has served us actually really well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna whisper as quietly as I can,
Okay.
and convey the information of the tunnel.
Actually, while we're at it, I have a cantrip. It's called True Strike.
Okay.
If memory serves what it is, I'm gonna try to pull it up as quickly as I can. I can get insight to something's defenses as long as I point at them. Let's see. It says, you extend your hand and point a finger at a target in range. Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target's defenses. And then it talks about next turn you gain advantage on your attack roll against the target, provided that the spell hasn't ended. But I'm wondering if I could do that just to learn more about them.
It looks into their defenses specifically, so I would say you could learn about them, like, as far as their combat.
Yeah, that would be
but
nice.
Other than that, no.
Yeah, I'll take that knowledge. Since it's a cantrip, I might as well do it.
Okay. So you cast True Strike, and what you learn about the pseudo-dragons, you don't have to make a roll for it or anything, you just know.
Yeah.
Okay, pseudo-dragons have magic resistance, which means they have advantage on saving throws against spells.
Oh, I had that too.
Yeah.
Seems to be a cave-dwelling thing.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, that's the only...
Alright.
Alright.
And usually...
thing.
And usually this stuff is just like you gain an advantage on your first attack roll against the target, but considering the spell's gonna end, it would just be nice to know about it.
Right.
So, plan.
How many pseudo-dragons are in...
On average, maybe, let's see,
40?
of adults, there's like 12, about a dozen. Young, there's moving on 40.
Would knowledge nature kind of give me an idea about if young pseudo-dragons are dangerous, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I'd allow that. Go ahead and make a nature check.
Natural 20.
Damn!
Dang!
First natural 20 of the game!
Excuse you.
Second!
Second?
Second,
Oh, yeah!
natural 20,
I
thank you.
forgot, I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
I'm sorry. You know quite a bit about pseudo-dragons. They are dangerous from the moment they are born. They have their sting, which is poisonous and can knock a person unconscious. However, when they're young, they have kind of a prey mentality. So they are more likely to flee than to fight. It's the adults that have that fighting instinct.
There
Okay,
are
so-
12 adults though.
So-
You also know that pseudo-dragons are telepathic. Limited, but telepathic.
So, this is the plan.
So here's
You, one moment.
Well, I need to convey the information.
I haven't conveyed mine.
Fine, go ahead.
So this is my idea. The track keeps going along a little bit more out of this cave.
I don't think the mic's gonna be able to hear you.
Sorry, I think there's...
I'm whispering this, okay?
Yeah.
So, there is more track going through this cave on the other end. We're gonna... it's another tunnel. What I think we should do is you cast sleep, put the rest of these truckers to sleep, you get back out of the cart, push us, and then you get back in the cart. And then we just keep going.
How are we gonna get out of this place?
'Cause we keep going down! Keep going down and pray!
Any other bright ideas?
Well, to be fair, the young ones, they have a prey instinct when they're young, so if it came to a fight, we have a very good chance of them fleeing. We would just have to deal with the 12 adults.
Yeah, but then there's that whole cave back up there.
Which
we
is-
start a fight, they're all coming down here.
Which is why I think we should avoid that, since pseudo-drakes are telepathic, and
So, is my plan a good plan?
I believe your plan would be the most likelihood of us not losing appendages.
My plan's a good plan, cast that sleep.
Okay.
And I
You
need, to
roll a
keep,
perception check.
I need to keep myself relatively on guard.
I am going to just get ready to recast Minor Illusion, because the time's probably almost up.
Think like a dragon, think like a dragon.
15.
15. Okay. While these guys have been chatting, you notice something plop into the minecart.
Stop!
A little baby pseudo-dragon
Stop!
stares up at you and imparts this feeling of curiosity. Just telepathically. Just like, huh,
Thing!
you're a thing.
Do we notice?
He has. You guys were
He's like,
talking.
Like, you guys are sitting in my
Or who
lap.
did you
Yeah.
tap? Oh, you're. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you get tapped.
What?
There's this little baby pseudo-dragon just like looking at you.
I'm surprised.
Handle animal! I'm going to keep it happy and soothed.
Okay, is that a roll or do you just do?
No, it's one of my skills. It's one of my class skills.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, animal handling.
Mhm.
It's a wisdom thing.
18.
Okay, you handle that animal.
Good.
The
Good.
pseudo-dragon just like curls up in your lap and it's just like, ah.
Oh,
Okay.
Shit, that means you can't get out of the car to push
And
it.
it imparts this feeling of safety and comfort. And
Good.
it's just like, I like it here.
Good, you can come with us then, I guess.
Okay.
We have a new party member.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to name you Lucky.
Littlest pseudo dragon loves you.
Let's see.
This is the
Guildies, we found your train.
Wait, what?
I was a little like semi-spoiled, like I didn't know what they were talking about, but some of our audience
That's
play
first.
tested this with Shawnee. And apparently this is the little pseudo dragon that could.
The littlest pseudo dragon.
So we found him! I didn't think we would! I didn't know it was a pseudo dragon, by the way. It's now just clicked as soon as you said, I'm like,
Nice.
oh!
Okay, so the total 19 hit points, and if I can, I'm just going to kind of point into an area where there's like the most adult dragons that we can like that can help us get through.
And tell me, what's the range again?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay.
This is about 35 feet
Yeah, it
wide,
says the
so-
range is 90 feet, but 20 feet in a circle.
So you can point to anywhere, so you could point up in the area. Okay.
The main thing is, though, I wanted to see if I can make the adults sleep.
Right. Okay. So this circle comes out. So your spell goes off, and you hear the as a whole bunch of pseudo dragons just drop on the ceiling asleep.
Did any more fall in our cart?
No.
Okay.
I thought about it though. Don't ask the DM questions.
I'm
it's
sorry.
dangerous. No, please do. It's great. So you hear a whole bunch of pseudo dragons drop off the ground, and other adults, you hear them chirp and trill, and go to investigate, and they're all looking at it like, what the hell?
Okay, they're distracted. Get out of the cart. Push.
Here,
Oh, you're my.
Take
Hold
Lucky.
it.
Take Lucky.
Lucky gets into your hand, and it's just like, ah. It doesn't say hi, but
Yeah,
you
I know, but
it's very happy.
21 on my strength check.
Okay, you give it a good shove.
Get
the,
in.
the rust is now like starting to chip off, so it's much easier to push this time. And as you give it a shove, it starts to pick up speed really quickly.
Get in.
Was Dex to jump?
Dex to jump.
Oh, dang!
Dang.
Okay, good.
Natural 20.
Oh damn!
He, like, does a triple ass deluxe into the mic.
You grab onto the side of the cart and
10.
you do like a one-hand handstand
Mm-hmm.
up and over the cart. And
10.
littlest pseudo dragon is just impressed.
It's probably going to get back in
You
his
get a
head.
10. And just like leaps right back into your
Okay,
lap.
I am
It's
going
alright,
to
Lucky.
recast Minor Illusion just to make sure the coal stays.
Okay? So you go through this tunnel.
We have a baby pseudo dragon
And
guy.
baby pseudo dragon, or littlest pseudo dragon, looks around and realizes, wait a minute, we're leaving.
Oh no.
And it looks at you
Oh shit.
and it imparts an image to you.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And this image is, it appears like a dark, malformed shadow against a wall of diamond. And there's this feeling of terror that comes with it as it's trying to explain something.
It's all right. We're not here to fight. We're here to
I'm kidding, no.
we're here to rescue. Whatever that is, we promise that we will stay as far away from it as we can.
Little pseudo dragon looks at the four of you, and seems like thoughtful, trying to understand because it is very, very young, and it's trying to
Yeah, it's like, what are things?
it's trying to explain. How do I
There's a
explain to
whale
these things?
and a bird, a giant, and some.
And some black thing.
And it sends you another image, and it's that same feeling of fear, alongside a view of dozens of pseudo dragons lowered in fear while looking at whatever this shadow is.
We're going to the boss art room.
Oh shoot.
Hey,
just
Lucky,
ruined everything.
could you share that feeling with the rest of the group?
And suddenly, all of you see this image and that fear.
Maeve, like, will slam, like, grab her hands on the thing.
Ow!
Like,
Ow! I'm in your lap, so it's like you're grabbing my knees. Ow!
Stop it.
Did you cry out? Ow. No. Oh, okay. I don't get to roll
he was
dice.
trying so hard not to freaking
Yeah,
screech
she's
right out.
like I'm just like.
So, little pseudo dragon like kind of shudders and is very concerned and does a loop around your lap and tries to send those images to you again. Both of them.
Right.
So the dark shadow in front of a wall of diamond,
Maeve-
and then the terrified pseudo dragon.
Maeve is gonna
Do-
look at freaking Shamu and be like, "Are we headed there right now?"
Would you like to go back with the rest?
we're in a cart, buddy. I don't think it can go back.
Littlest pseudo dragon sends a feeling of hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to know.
Are we freaking going to that thing right now?
The little pseudo dragon now looks at you, Maeve, and sends another image of the minecart tracks, and the image follows the minecart tracks in like super speed, and it takes a few like turns, and it stops before this large chasm, and next to the chasm is another room, and that shadow in the diamond walls are in that room.
I'm gonna do a perception check, see if I can see like the end of the track where we are.
Okay.
It's dark vision.
Yep.
That would be a 16.
You cannot see the end of the track. In fact, as you're looking around, it takes one of those current turns
Yeah.
that you saw in your.
Oh my gosh, guys!
Someone take Lucky,
Guys,
please.
we have to freaking find a way to get off this thing or avert our tracks right now!
We're kind of. Are we actually? Is there a floor
Someone
below
please
us?
take Lucky.
Constitution check.
Oh,
I'll freaking take him!
Question: Are you puke again? Don't you?
Yes.
All right.
Oh my gosh!
Quick question.
You just kind of heave because you already lost your breakfast.
I'm okay.
Ew. So we're in a cavern, and are we like on a loose track that's only got supports, or are we on ground?
We're on the ground.
Okay.
And it's
So we could ditch.
you could. It's a very narrow tunnel. You have
Okay,
to
so-
ditch out the back.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna look at the little pseudo track that could, and freaking be like, is there another track that we could take, or is this all one way?
Little pseudo dragon kind of looks confused. Like, what's a track?
It's a baby.
Is this one way? Are there different paths?
The little
It's a
pseudo dragon
baby.
kind of like sits up and like looks out over the track.
I hope it's not confused by the call.
And then looks at you and imparts another vision of that same track.
So there's only one.
It nods.
Did you literally scream?
Did you just scream?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, okay, I guess I did scream.
Okay.
I'm a kid. I'm sorry. No.
Your scream echoes in both
I
directions.
immediately like place my hand around your beak.
And you
Jesus,
can
not just
hear the chirping and the chittering of pseudo dragons behind you. But in front of you, from the other direction, you hear this strange, twisted, guttural roar.
I think we found the dragon.
And all of the chirping behind you stops. They immediately shut up. And littlest pseudo dragon ducks into, if you guys have a bag, it ducks right into the bag. Just like, nope!
Nope. Nope. It's so hard.
I have pretty deep pockets.
Alright, bucket it is.
Shush. Maeve.
And the cart keeps going. And you go around another turn. And another one.
How many turns more do we have?
You have one.
What? What are you talking about?
Excuse me. I
Great.
I pull Lucky.
That bird chirping though.
I pull Lucky out of my pocket and I hold him close to my chest.
Lucky tries to get back in your
He's like,
pocket.
no,
He's like,
no. Don't worry.
Like
And
a
I
cat
did.
trying to get under the
I
back.
ditch out the back and I use my body
Deep breath,
to protect him.
deep
You ditch out the back.
Yep.
Get the chirping done and then use your words.
Dex.
Uh-huh.
Acrobatics, actually.
Back. Athletics.
I think it's acrobatics, actually.
So I just not seen an acrobatics.
It's at the very top.
Oh, there it is.
The next time we take a turn, we are
17.
Next time we
17?
take a turn.
Yeah.
Next time we- Okay. Do his thing and then I got it.
Okay. So with a 17, you're able to ditch out the back
Oh!
and hold on to this littlest pseudo dragon, and you.
I silenced this bastard.
Is it a phone?
It's a number I don't even know.
Just drop it.
Just threw it on the floor. Threw it on the ground.
I threw it on pillows. Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Silenced
so
me.
you bounce a couple times and it hurts.
How much damage?
Go ahead and roll a 1d4.
Okay. 1.
You take 1 damage.
Okay.
But littlest pseudo dragon is now imparting so much fear at you. But
Well, with
is-
Shamu
is-
bailing, I guess we better bail.
so he just bailed. What are you all doing?
I will let you go and just let you decide. Do you fly out or do you
can't fly in a cramped area.
Do you want me to toss you out?
Take me with you.
Okay, I'll hold on to her.
I'm
I let-
panicking right now.
I'll hold
I
on.
let Lucky go back in my pocket.
Okay.
Okay,
and
I
she's
hold on to my bird friend Maeve,
Uh-huh.
resisting the urge to kiss her head, and then just hop out that cart.
All right, so they bail out the back. Roll acrobatics.
And I'm gonna follow them.
I'm holding her, so do you
You're
have to roll?
holding each other. So actually, I'm gonna have her do the acrobatics check with disadvantage. Go ahead.
Shiz.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow them out.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead and make an acrobatics.
So first
Natural
one,
20.
Damn!
Dang!
Alright. You do, like, you hit the ground with one of your hands and just do a flip. And you're just beautiful. Beautiful. No damage, no problem.
17 was with the disadvantage.
17 with disadvantage. Nice!
Dang, thank you for taking my
You're
life.
welcome.
Wow.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and roll your damage because I'm evil. You take 2 damage. Actually, we're gonna split between the two of you. So
Okay,
both
so
of you
what's-
take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And you hit the ground and roll.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Which hurts because you're on railroad tracks.
I'm gonna go over to them and help them up.
Alright.
Son of a bitch. You should be grateful.
The cart goes off into the darkness. You see it take its last turn, and you hear something crunch,
I
and
hope
then
it enjoy-
silence,
I hope it enjoys that fake Cole.
and then silence, and then a large bang as the cart hits the bottom of the castle.
Oh, the track ended. I thought you said something was going to eat us. I'm glad we jumped, but oh.
I may have misinterpreted a dark chasm as a gaping mouth. I'm sorry.
That is completely fine.
It's alright.
It's the same thing, really.
It's alright. Lucky is okay, and that's all that matters.
Thanks, Shamu.
And I'm okay, too.
Nice.
Thanks, Shamu.
Thanks, Shamu.
Thanks, Simu.
Thank you, Kadia, too.
You're welcome. Alrighty,
And
I guess we'll...
With that bang, another roar echoes through the cave
Why do my pants feel wet?
because you pissed them.
No.
Why does my pocket feel wet, I should say?
He probably did too.
Aw, poor baby.
Poor baby.
Poor little pseudo dragon that could.
Littlest pseudo dragon peeks his head out, being the bravest littlest pseudo dragon he can be, and he imparts another vision to you of that same shadow in front of the diamond walls. And this time, it's clear that he's desperate for you guys to help in some way. He shows another image of a woman huddled against some dark wall with that shadow nearby.
Is she wearing a tabard?
No, I'm assuming it wouldn't be descript enough for a little kid, little baby like that.
Well, at least a gold coloring.
Fair enough.
She... Yes, she is. She has dark red hair and has that golden tabard on, and she is curled up in a ball, like trying to hide in a crack.
We found our survivors, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh, there's a survivor.
Let's go.
One survivor.
We got this, guys.
Okay, approach cautiously.
We're gonna find a dragon,
Alright,
guys.
we have a job to do.
We're gonna find a dragon.
For the little boy sheep. And for Lucky.
And maybe for
Poor
freaking...
Squishy.
Or maybe Aveline?
Yeah.
Maybe we can, save the survivor for Aveline. Our support.
Yes, we can save it for Gavaline as well.
Son of a biscuit.
Let's just move forward.
Let's move forward.
Cautiously.
Let's not idle.
Cautiously, yes.
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 Let's not idle any longer, please.
Is there even a sneaking check?
There is
Oh.
stealth, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I have advantage in stealth.
Really quick, as you're walking along the tracks, I would like everyone to make perception checks.
I got a 16.
That's a decent score.
Scorth.
Eight.
Score
8.
or is freaking
15.
perception.
16.
16.
16.
Okay, so 15, 16, 16. You guys see this? You do not. There are several places where there are cracks in the walls where ore has been extracted. And there is one in particular, and there's something hanging out of it, a hand.
Due to my dark vision, do I have any better look?
Do you have dark vision as well?
No, I was gonna say our acrocras are naturally attracted to shiny things. So
There is something shiny on him.
I'm gonna approach.
Yes, you
I
can
would have
see it
figured my
better.
gold
It is
speedo would have
a-
ruined that for you.
I've seen it too much.
It is a humanoid hand. That's just like laying on the ground.
Okay, I'm immediately approaching it. Like, kind of trying to walk fast, but, cautiously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm approaching it if they're shiny.
All right. It is not the red-haired woman. Don't panic.
Okay.
There is a man in there.
Hope he didn't run over his hand with the card.
No, it's off to the side.
Oh, okay.
Now that you're closer and the light's a little easier to see, his skin is green, actually. actually. This man is a genasi, water genasi to be specific.
Genasi's. Okay.
Yeah. He has dark hair, and it seems like he has also been stung and bitten to death. But there's something special about this man. His tabard, you've seen the Golden Dragon tabard now a few times, and it's very simple. It's just gold with the Golden Dragon on the front. Very shimmery. His is more ornate. There is like extra, there's extra embroidering on the sides. And he has what you saw, the shiny thing on his arm is a bracelet. It's made of leather, but it's been like shined up. And it has a date on it. That was at least 7 years prior.
Okay. So, here's the thing. Our Krokras also don't understand property. So she just, like, takes it off to look at it.
Okay.
Well, I was going to take the tabard, because I'm like, this is an important guy. I might as well take the tabard. I'll show his death.
Tabard is taken.
I am
bracelet's
gonna
taken.
search the body, see if there's any other identifying things about him.
Okay. And,
You're from a
you're from a
driver's
different
license?
plane. You're from the Feywild, right?
No, I was
No.
one of this. I was one of this plane, but I spent a lot of time there.
Okay. I need the three of you to make insight checks.
Okay.
All three of us are
Yeah.
not.
You too. And you were gonna look at the body too, right? So do an investigation check as well.
12.
I got a 10.
Insight is 21.
Wow.
My investigation is 15.
Okay. The two of you don't know this, but you know what that band is.
Mm-hmm.
It is a wedding band for Genasi.
Mm-hmm.
This
Oh.
man was married.
Oh.
And that date on it is his wedding day.
Married?
Well,
Yeah.
since I don't know it, I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
I have it, and then I kind of like put it on.
Well, that's a wedding band.
And
And if you put that on, A, you're saying you were married to whoever has the other band, and B,
Oh, okay. I understand the significance
Yeah,
of
that
this.
needs to be said to his wife.
we need to
Or
return
Or
that.
husband. I don't know. I don't judge.
As far as your investigation, you find some papers in his bag. A guild charter, much like the one you guys made for the Golden Dragon Caravan. This is clearly the guild leader. His name is Asher.
Is what?
And Asher.
Asher, okay.
Yeah, Asher Davenwood.
is he like
No
for
relation. Calm down.
is he for reals dead?
He is very dead.
Okay.
No, I was just trying to figure out the pun.
Oh.
Asher Davenwood.
No.
Davenwood. Got it. He's dead.
Oh. That's funny. I didn't do that on purpose. Anyway, so dead body, looted. That's all you can figure out though.
We probably want to hold on to these.
We should
Yeah.
probably give it back to Aveline or
I'm
a
gonna,
living one. You know,
Hold
there's a
on.
living dragon present. So.
I'm gonna hold on to the bracelet.
I move him into kind of
Like, rejoin nature's embrace. And may your loved ones be long joining you.
The universe is pleased. I don't know what you want me to say.
And I'm sorry you never had the pleasure of meeting me.
Son of
Well,
a bitch.
and now the universe is just like
happens.
glowering at you. It's like, really? We were proud for a few seconds there.
We could have had something.
Yeah, we could have had something. So you go further into this tunnel, and you get to the end of the track. And there used to be a buffer there, but now there's just two pieces of jagged wood where the cart smacked into it, broke it, and sent both of them tumbling into the abyss.
Whoops.
That is at the end of the track.
How big is this cavern?
It's pretty thin, but it's very deep.
Okay. How thin would you guess? Because I'm wondering if I could just like fly down.
I would say about 5 feet across and very deep.
If it's 5 feet across,
yeah, probably.
I
not.
can't.
Well,
fit.
no, not 5. Not 5. That's too small. Probably about 15.
Probably could, but you'd have pretty much no maneuverability.
Yeah, I could barely do that.
I'm gonna look off to either side and see if there's other entrances.
There is another tunnel.
There we
And
go.
it's different. This tunnel is strange because the rock doesn't seem chipped away like the rest of the mine. It doesn't look like it was dug. It looks like it was melted. It's far too smooth.
I give Lucky a little pat.
And Lucky is going to stay in the pocket And it's just like, nah.
No, Mom.
There is so much fear emanating off of him.
My spoopy. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Needed. It's our own reference. Referencing ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we're going in that tunnel.
I'm going in.
I shall lead the way.
You wanna lead the way? Alright.
I'll go second.
Second.
Okay, I'll follow up after that.
Okay, and you'll be in the back?
Yeah.
Alright. This next room is beautiful at first glance. The walls are covered in diamonds that have been, like, excavated or melted away. The rock just kind of has slumped off of these beautiful gems. So the wall is almost like a mirror. Throughout this room, there are large stone pillars that connect the ceiling and the floor. And behind one of them, you can see a tail. Large and draped, but far too small to be a dragon. What do you do?
Should we
Okay.
roll a perception check to see if we can, like, identify if this thing is like a pseudo-dragon or...
Oh,
Do you want me, the one who got the good roll on the pseudo dragons, to roll?
I swear, if you freaking fumble!
No, but I got a crappy roll.
Can I make a check to see if I know what it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got an unnatural 20.
Okay.
And can I roll to look around the room to see if I can see any crevices where that lady could be?
Yes.
11 on the nature check as to what that could be.
Well, it's not a
Are you?
pseudo-dragon.
Abby.
That's as far as you can tell.
Abby.
Oh, good! Okay, hold on. Let me finish this.
Hold
It's a
on,
fumble, boys and girls.
I didn't roll a good one. I got freaking 9!
As far as your investigation, you're trying to figure out what this thing is, right? Well, as far as you can tell from the tail, this is very clearly a dragon. It's just too small, and the way that the tail slopes, it's not right. Something's wrong.
It's a
You
dead
can't-
What
dragon.
color is
you
it?
can't. It is black. You can't tell. And you're trying to find the crevice. Well, you lean into the room and you're trying to look around and try and find this crevice, and there is a few petals on the ground, and you accidentally kick one, and it's like almost the sound of a dice, just click, 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 click,
Oh, here.
as it's there we go.
Here we go.
As it skitters across the floor, and the tail moves as the thing turns. But it doesn't come out. Instead, you hear it speak.
Oh, it's Smaug.
And it's got this, like, it's almost, I'm not going to be able to do it. I will try. But it's almost humanoid, but it's gravelly and wrong. And he calls out, "Who goes there?
Well, it looks like the jig is up.
Show yourselves."
I am going to cast dancing lights and make my man and just make him walk out.
Okay. Okay.
My medium-sized glowing man.
So your glowing man walks out, and it chuckles. You're very cute. Step into the light.
Sibyllus, take Lucky real quick for me.
So if you go out there, I made this dancing man.
I step out.
Son of a bitch.
Like, it is I, the great and powerful Sham, Cluckworth, Edgeworth, Wright, Ukulele, Banjo-Kazooie, Sailor Mercury Moo, the Xfinitieth.
Are we even surprised by this?
I don't know.
I'm a little bit.
I don't know.
As you walk out, you're able to see around the...
Thanks to my dancing man.
Thanks to your dancing man. You're able to see around the pillar where this thing is. And it is... This thing. It's difficult to describe it. It must have once been a man. Is covered in patches of dark, scaly skin. His face has been elongated into a dragon snout, and his
Ew.
eyes have become very serpentine.
Ew.
His hands are almost humanoid, but just a few of the fingers have elongated into dragon
Oh, gross.
claws. One leathery wing sprouts from his shoulder and drags along the floor, the thin skin tattered from
All I
being
can think
abused.
of is the freaking mummy man from Majora's Mask.
I could-
Or Gibdo man, I guess.
Yeah.
The wing where it lands on the ground kind of veils his long serpentine tail, and the way he walks, it's kind of like twisted because one leg has become very dragon-like and has that
like bow thing.
Yeah.
Going on.
while the other one is still human, so he kind of has to drag himself to turn to look at you. And when he smiles, it's weird because they're very sharp teeth, but they're still very humanoid in a lot of ways. And he smiles and says, "Have you come to save me? Or perhaps just to kill me? Either way, this is your end."
I cast Charm Person on him.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
I cast Charm Person on him.
Oh my gosh.
Give me that spell card.
What? You said he's humanoid.
Oh my gosh. Is this gonna work?
Are we gonna live?
Are we gonna live? Because we charmed. Oh my gosh, this is turning literally into the first adventure zone. Yeah, right? This is their perceived. Oh my gosh! Nice! This weirds me out!
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh!
If this
We might
freaking
get a
works.
Clarg! Oh my gosh!
17.
It's 8 plus your,
Proficiency plus
plus your modifier, yeah.
No.
Thank goodness.
I thought we all had a Clarg!
Stop trying to wreck my boss fight.
You're gonna like the Clarg! Damn!
No Clarks. No. 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 Bad players. Bad.
I seduced the Dragon Man.
Oh my
The
god.
Dragon Man doesn't want anything to do with you. You can try, but it's with a disadvantage.
That would be 13.
You do not seduce the dragon. Well, first, tell us what you tried.
Yes.
What did you
Let
say?
us all know
You
about
guys rip
this.
off his pants, that's what he does.
Well, that is true. I'm like,
So did you actually, rip off your pants?
of course I did.
Okay.
He has sparkly ones. There's a glowing man near him.
Oh, it sparkles.
Okay.
It's like a disco ball.
I just needed to
It's
double
like a
check.
Twilight vampire up in
Oh
here.
my god.
Are you trying to get me killed?
Yes. I mean, no.
Go ahead.
I thought it'd help you actually.
Seduce the dragon.
So, what he said, are you here to save me or what?
Kill me.
or
kill
kill me. Either way, this will be your end.
My good, amazing creature of the night, my desire is not to kill or to save. I simply wish to gaze upon someone else who is as spectacular and unique as myself.
You're trying to pull a hobbit.
He's trying to pull a hobbit. It is Smaug.
Yes, it's
For one
not-
such as unique and elegant features as my own hold at my webbed hands, to truly be as out of place amongst the other Earthwalkers as me.
Meanwhile, Maeve is just kind of silently banging her head
And
against
I'm
the
just
wall.
like, I think my concentration would have ended at this point, and that light man would be gone.
The dragon man turns just a little bit and takes a few steps forward looking at you.
Like, what is this monster?
Has he sent you to torture me?
I can promise you no, although my former companions often say that is why
I don't want him to know you're here.
My former companions often think that is my sole purpose in life. But I seek only to bring joy to others, for my magnificence usually brings a smile to thy face, and I must say, yours brings a smile to mine.
He takes another step forward, and he's getting pretty close to you now. And he leans in a little bit and looks at you, yeah?
I was just wondering, can we see him at this point?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to point at him and
Okay.
learn about his defenses.
He has fire resistance.
Fire resistance, okay.
Excellent, good thing I have Ice Magic.
Alright, so he leans in and looks at you and says, Ravnos?
Right?
Is that you?
What?
Have you come to torture me? To remind me of what you've done?
How, like, is he, like, stupid dangerous close?
He's about how close we are right now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait that a little bit.
Okay.
I lean in
Don't lean
all
in.
seductively. I'm like,
Stop.
Believe me, I would never seek to torture one such as you.
and then I bite him. I bite him on the neck.
That's hot.
Okay, roll initiative, guys.